Hi guys, it's Wade McMaster here. I've got another video for you today, this time talking about Facebook Notes. Now, you probably haven't actually, you may or may not have heard of Facebook Notes before. Now, the reason I want to talk about Facebook Notes is because when you use Facebook, we all know how to create a basic text post, upload an image or a video, but a lot of people are pretty much unaware of the fact that you can create what's called a note, which is actually more like an article or even like a blog post. This is where you can basically include images, write long bits of text. You can use text formatting like bold, italics, add links, that sort of thing. And so if you actually are getting started and you don't have a blog yet, it can be a good way to get your information out there. It's also another way to capitalize on Facebook. Now, one thing a lot of people don't realize about Facebook is that they don't necessarily want people going off platform. When you put a link up, they don't prioritize links because links take people off the Facebook platform, which is why they have things like the Facebook, it's called Facebook articles, that sort of thing, where they actually, people read the articles on the Facebook platform without leaving. And you'll also notice in recent years that they actually stopped having the play button on YouTube posts quite often, and now they actually link out, and instead they're favoring Facebook videos to try and keep people on the platform using their video platform instead of YouTube. So Facebook Notes is kind of the same thing, where you can actually create an article and you can have a header image, images throughout, and format the text and get something a little bit more substantial. This can be handy for a number of reasons. For one, you can put a post up itself where you just simply have information there. It hits people's feeds. They can share, comment, do what they normally do with a normal post, except it's much more substantial. Or another thing you can do is actually create an article linking off to an email list. Maybe it's a tease. You want to give people 5 tips and then tease another 5 or 10 tips for something off on a blog post or a video somewhere else. So it could be a nice little lead in, that sort of thing. So it's a great way to really capture people's attention with more substantial information much earlier and then link off from there. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump on the computer here and I'm going to run you through the basics of Facebook Notes just with a little screen capture video. That way you can see exactly how it works and try it out for yourself. All right, let's get on to it.
So now I'm just on my computer at the moment. I've got this dummy Facebook page put together, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get started. First of all, this page, I've just populated it with some stuff. I've had this for a while, and it's literally just something I do demos on. As you can see, I've got a link here, I've got an image there, I've got a few more images down the page, another link. And when you go to post to Facebook, when you're typing up a post or update, you don't really have a lot of options as to what you can include in there. You can include a bit of text, maybe an image underneath it or a link. But what happens if you want to type up something a little bit more substantial? If you're actually wanting to put up something that has a lot more information, like maybe you don't have a website, you don't want to write a full blog post, or maybe you simply want to write up information that is going to be leading into a blog post that you have on your website. One of the things about posting to Facebook and not linking off site straight away is that Facebook doesn't want to send people off its platform. So you start popping links off to your website, that's definitely not a priority for the Facebook algorithm to share that to audiences because they want people to stay on Facebook so they can keep on advertising and making money. It's the same with YouTube and all the other platforms. That's how they operate. So with this, you can create a story and even lead into a blog post. So I'm going to show you how to do that, either writing a full post or simply leading in. So you're going to write a post. We've got a few options here, photo, we can check in. If you click on the 3 dots, you notice straight away we've got a few different options. We can actually put in a poll, so if we want to have people vote on certain things, start a Q&A. There's all these things you can actually start to use straight away, create a list. You can do all this in Facebook, try to get messages, and a lot of people, I don't think they realize that that's right there. But in order to start writing a note, we're going to click on this write note option here. And you see, it's basically just like an article. So I can give it a title. Maybe it's, how to grow your Facebook page. Something basic. I'm not really going to be putting any actual content on here, but I'm just going to show you how this works. So first of all, I've got a title, and I'm actually going to give it a cover image. Now, what I can do is I can click an image here, and I can drag it to position it. Maybe I want something like that, about there. That's all good. And I'm going to start writing. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go to, I'm going to find a lorem ipsum generator. You can tell I've used that a fair bit. Generate 5 paragraphs. And just so we've got some information on there, I'm going to copy. And we're going to paste it in place. So now we've got our dummy article. So let's say I want to, maybe we want to start something. I'm going to say, you know, hook is highly competitive these days. All right, so let's say this is the intro to the post. Now, the thing about this, straight away, one big difference between this and a normal Facebook post is if I select this text, I can actually bold it, I can italicize it, I can even add in code if I want to, like HTML code, which I don't want to. So you can see I can actually do a few things with it. I can actually start to format bits of the text. Now, while I can't really do too much about the fonts, I can bold certain areas up. Like maybe I want to add in some text here because maybe I want to emphasize something in this particular paragraph. So I can actually start to create a full, basically a full article. And it's not just limited to the text. You can insert images, all sorts of things in there. So what I'm going to do, after this, I'm going to insert an image. You see here, you get these options here. Now what I can do is another thing I didn't actually think about before I insert an image is just to explore the text a little bit more. I'm going to put this here, select it. If I hover over this icon here, I can change it to a heading. Heading 1, heading 2, a quotation, getting more likes. So I actually start to format things a little bit more interestingly. So I'm actually going to leave that as a quotation. And you can also start to create some dot points. So, you know, invite friends. So let's start creating it. So we go invite friends, advertise, etc. So you can actually start to type up a pretty interesting looking post. And now I can actually go in here and talk about that. I'm going to insert that image I was talking about a little while ago. So you can see it's quite easy to select bits of text and change the formatting just by hovering over. Inserting images is quite easy as well. So you can simply click this add button and you can add a photo. Now you can upload a new photo. For this video, I'm just going to choose something. I'm going to choose this photo here. I'm actually going to, going to backspace. And I've got this image. I can add a caption using your computer. Just, none of this is important, but it just shows you what's possible. And you see we're starting to take shape. Our article starts. We've got this here, that, you know, a bit of text, dot points, a photo. But what if I've actually got a YouTube video I want to share? Now, something that does happen on Facebook a lot is if you share a YouTube video, it used to be able to play in the feed, but now they've actually stopped that and are now favoring Facebook videos instead of YouTube videos. So what I can do is I can actually choose to embed something. Now, I've got a YouTube video here. I'm going to copy the address. It's actually one of my videos. And I'm going to hover over the plus sign and click embed. I'm just going to paste the URL and insert it. So now I have a YouTube video, article, photo, all these little bits and pieces, so I can actually make this quite interesting. Now another thing I can do is if I want to add another photo, I can do the same again as I did before. However, I can choose to maybe align it. So I've inserted this photo. Maybe I want to make it right aligned. So it's actually right aligned next to the text. So now we've actually got it's almost like a full article or blog post written up in Facebook that when we share it, when we publish it, it actually goes out into the feed. People can like it, comment it, share it, and do what they need to do. So you've got a few options here too when you're talking about embedding. If I open this up here, as you can see, you've got Giphy, you can embed an Instagram post, SoundCloud. So if you've actually recorded some music or maybe a bit of a podcast you've got on SoundCloud, you've got a few options here for your embeds, just as we do up here, and you can add a caption. So what do I do if I've got this typed up, and if this is the entire article, that's all good. Maybe I want to add a little, share this post if you like it. And maybe I want to make that, a H2. And I can add a call to action. But what if this post is actually shorter or it's leading into something bigger? Maybe it's a landing page for someone to sign up for your email list for a freebie, or maybe, just another blog post. Basically what we can do, if I scroll down, maybe instead of having share this post if you like, I can say there are 100 more tips on our website or something like that. You do want to spell it correctly though. Click here to read them now. Okay, so we're linking off to a blog post, hypothetically. All I gotta do is highlight the text and add a link. I can type the link in here, maybe it's HTTP. Let's just say we're linking off to this Lorem Ipsum website. Or it's a blog post of some sort that you're actually linking to. But we're just going to copy this address or something. Say if this is a blog post, this is the address we're copying. I'm going to paste that in there. Enter. And now we have a link. The other option too is if you actually want to, you can copy that. You can have that at the end. Someone the other day was asking me about the possibility of having people click on images and taking them off to other websites or affiliate links or whatever it is they want to do. One thing you can do is simply insert that underneath here. It's quite easy. Maybe I go, click here to learn more about laptops or something ridiculous. But you get the idea. We can still click through, add our link. And you get this full article going. It's pretty handy. So you've got like a cover image, and you can take your time and go into Canva, create a cover image. I don't know the actual optimal size of these images yet, but I will pop it up on the screen. I will actually find this out, and when I edit this video, I'll pop it up on the screen for you. So on the screen now, the optimal size of the image for Facebook, for the Facebook Notes header. And now we're basically ready to go. So I'm going to publish this. And you can see we've got this post here with a note. I'm going to close that off. And we're viewing the note right now. So if I go back into that page, to the actual page itself, you see here, this is basically how it appears. So people, like I said, people can like, they can comment, share, just like a normal post, but they get this little preview here, and you can have a little blurb there. Maybe the first sentence, you want to actually try and use that to get people's attention before they even click on the note. But when they click see more, up comes the note, and we get this full Facebook article / note that we can use either to, get more information across to people, or even, send people to our website. And of course, at any time we can go in and edit it. So that's basically how you can use a Facebook Note to basically get more out of your Facebook posts. And if you've got a strong Facebook following, it can be a really good way to spread more information without sending people off-site, or a good way to entice people off-site by giving them a tease of information before the link. So I hope you found that one useful. It's a little bit different, but it's just something that's pretty handy for you to use. If you do like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give the video a like. Also, if you think you know someone who would actually benefit from this video, someone who uses Facebook a lot, send them this video and see if they find it useful. I know I found it useful, so we'll go from there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.